Hey guys, welcome to Just Push Play Ottawa, where
No watermelons!
where we have no watermelons, no
we have
coins,
no watermelons. See,
pandas
there's our
only,
intro there.
final
No
destination.
watermelons for you, Nick. No watermelons, no coins, and no bombs.
Today we're playing Fantasy
Watermelons.
Strike. Yes,
A new
Watermelon
card
Strike.
game by
Watermelon.
Wizards of the Coast.
Yes, you play
Watermelons,
watermelons to
the
grow your
game.
watermelons, and the ones with the most watermelons wins.
I got the biggest watermelon.
There's going to be an anime adaptation where the watermelons can actually jiggle.
Yes.
How
And
long
there's-
do they jiggle?
And also, there's the mythic cubic watermelon.
They jiggle so much
Cubic watermelon.
that it actually
Yes.
includes interactivity
That's the new game.
in it. You can use
This
it
week's
and,
game
and
is
you
not
move it with the
cubic
6-axis.
watermelon. The
Yeah.
6-axis?
Yeah, and the Switch is getting its own port
Flip your
where
watermelons.
it has like HD rumble with the watermelons.
Anyways, the real game this week, and the reason why I keep talking about watermelons and coins and bombs, is Fantasy Strike. Is that right?
Yep, Fantasy
Yes, okay.
Strike.
Okay,
And
'cause I always
one of
get
the
that name wrong.
characters froze watermelons, coins, and bombs.
You never know what. And our recording ended with a bang by throwing 2 bombs, and it blew the heck out of the other player.
Yeah.
Which is a very interesting way. I mean, it feels like you could replace that character, that panda, with a Bomberman character, and like,
Yeah.
it'd be the same character.
Well,
almost.
actually, the thing is, his character is basically gambling, so it's a gamble what you get.
It's like
It could be
Bomberman
bombs.
after the Bomberman 360 game.
Yeah, and
he
he's
resorted to gambling and drinking and all that, entertaining stuff.
So
Yeah.
the cool thing about Fantasy Strike is
Yes,
that
let's get back on point.
okay, first off, in order to play this game, you can't buy it anywhere but their Patreon page. The people who made it, they have a Patreon page, and you're getting paid
You gotta send money.
so much money a month. Yes, but this is
Otherwise you get
different.
no game.
This is different from sending Steam money. You actually
Oh.
have to pay these guys like a subscription, basically. You're
I'm not sure how
subscribing.
many people are actually making this game. To be honest, the developer is, from what I was reading, because I read a bit, because I knew this was a game that is a pre-alpha. I think that's really important to say. Like
Yes,
this game,
pre-alpha.
you could- even when we played it, the hidden character,
Yeah.
didn't even make a noise when he fired a gaseous orb globe thing.
The not Hadouken.
The not Hadouken, the anti-Hadouken.
Yeah.
And it's version 9698. So it's not even version 1.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
technically.
But it's getting close.
0.9698.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But LGO 198, I should say, before we get too
Yep.
crazy.
Anyway.
But it definitely feels like this game isn't finished, and it feels like it's promising. And
I
it's
like
kind
it.
of it's kind of lame to say, oh, this game is promising, and not, because we can't. It's not really ready for
Yet.
the big time. Like it's,
I
you can play it.
I actually
but
think otherwise. Actually,
I don't think it's ready.
It's not ready yet, but
You
I
can
do
play it,
believe.
but-
Yeah, it's playable.
Yeah.
That's the giant takeaway from
Mhm.
it. I really like the gimmicks of this game.
Yeah, and something I really like is, even though each button only does one thing,
Does that one thing good?
It does that one thing good.
And then there's also
Good
the
button.
fact that depending
Press
on if
one.
you are in the air or on the ground,
Yeah, it's different. That's
different
true.
attacks.
Yeah,
which is
so
interesting.
it-
and the reverse, like, I think what really needs to be said is about that whole Yami. That's what it's called. If someone tries to grapple you and you're not moving your joystick, then you can counter it, I think, automatically. I think that's what... And that's the biggest thing about this game, I think, that makes it different. It's kind of like Fighter's Destiny for the N64, where there's
played
counters
that
and reversal counters. But this game is a lot more serious and anime-like, I think, in its
Yeah.
graphical design. So that Fighter's Destiny is a lot more silly. You can play as a cow, sorry, spoiler, and a jester and other things. So they were trying to go with a whole virtual fighter. But yeah, as I said, like, it's kind of hard to judge this game now because it's not finished. It's just like when
It's like a concept game.
yeah, it's like a proof of concept demo.
But the thing
with
is,
a lot of characters that you can still play.
personally though, I think like it's pretty like you're gonna probably hate me for this or actually just argue with me on it.
Well,
but
debate,
debate. The thing is, I kind of like this game. It kind of feels ready-ish. It kind of feels like
It's far along enough that you can play it.
It's
I'm
playable.
not sure if it's far along to do a proper tournament with money, because
Oh, yeah, no.
it's
No.
not a competitive.
It's
game.
not-
Like,
it's not
ready
competitive
enough
yet.
because
It's a couch
Rook,
game.
Rook really dominates. Like
It's this game. It's
he's
this,
got a lot of invulnerability, and same with the guy that's kind of like Ryu with a sword, whatever
Yeah.
his name is.
Yeah.
or even
both really
there was this one
dominate
guy
their
who can actually
vulnerability
stop time.
Yeah, but that's a weird thing. He stops time, and like I don't know what the hell it does, because like I couldn't.
I think it's supposed to be a counter.
I know, but like you can't attack with it.
But there are so many unique
Yeah, but
characters.
what you do is you use it so like somebody's attack in mid-attack animation, you use it, you get behind them, and then you pop off an attack.
Yeah, but I mean, by the time they come back, I guess it slows them down. But I mean, I'm not sure if that's
There's a
gonna
lot
change.
of
It just
there's a
doesn't
lot
seem-
of
just doesn't
things
seem
to
done.
talk about with this game because all the fighters are unique. They're also classified in certain kinds of classes. So you know which ones are DPS. You know which ones are going to be your zoners, your rushers, your grapplers, and even the wild cards like the panda and
Yeah,
a
they've
guy
got
who has
very
this ghost
strict
girl.
zoning, fighter zonings,
Yeah.
fighter zones.
Which is actually pretty good because it means if you have a certain playstyle,
Yeah, I can see
For example,
it being
I-
argued both ways. I mean, with Smash Brothers, to me, the reason why the items make things interesting and random is like, well, again, the items are random, and it's not just like, oh, this is Mario versus say Link. The items can sort of, because of the imbalances in Smash Brothers, to me, even if you
Yeah.
balanced it all, it wouldn't be the same game.
yeah, and
So
Yeah.
one thing I would like to add about Smash Bros is, like, your point about the items is valid, but then again, let's not forget in competitive Smash there are no items.
oh no, I agree, but I mean, I think that's why with Smash,
And nobody would
personally-
actually pick Mario or Link. It'd either be Fox or Mario.
Well, again, that's the problem when it's like no items and all that, because then it becomes
A
like
completely different game. Like when you see the stage selection, I mean, it's completely different to what the stages you can actually play on are.
yeah, exactly.
No
I mean,
jumping from ship to ship in the Rainbow Cruise stage. No, you're fighting in the Pokemon
But
Stadium.
imagine if that was actually used in a competitive environment. I mean,
That would be funny, actually.
yes, but I think in Smash, like that's the thing with Smash, like at least with Melee, like people know it's like, oh, this guy is. Like it makes me wonder, like this sort of like another side topic, but like if they didn't know how many frames each move was, would the scene have evolved the same way? And with this game, it would be interesting to see how it grows as a game that people are playing at cons versus, say, a game like Smash where it was just like a bunch of people.
Especially since the game is
playing at home.
The game is very different. Instead of like actual health bars, your character has a certain amount of hits that can that they can
and
take
again,
before
Fighter's
they
Destiny
die.
was like that too. I think you get 3 or 5 hits. I don't remember.
I don't remember, but I do remember it was also a unique sort of play style too. Like for example, you have your rushers that can dish out damage really quickly, but
They also have lower health bars.
and
Yeah.
the grapplers can do a lot of damage and can take a lot of damage, but they're very slow. The zoners are basically your Marios, your all-around guys, and the wild cards are those guys that have these weird gimmicks. So we have a gambling panda who throws these random stuff, and then you have a character with a ghost girl. And if you've watched like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it kind of gives you that feel of like a stand, but I don't really know how it exactly works. But all I know is that he has like a counter, and it's pretty cool.
She can also be used to like grapple enemies. And
Yeah,
stuff.
I've seen that. Yeah,
I like where it's going, but right now
I like where it's going too.
Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, I like where it's going, but I find right now like the game is very extreme. Like the people that are extremely strong seem to dominate with those that are extremely fast, and like the people in between, it's a little bit harder for them. I don't know. Maybe if I like played it and like started to try and play it competitively, and like got really serious about it, maybe my opinion would change.
I actually doubt that
But-
this game could this
Well,
game
right
has
now.
to have this game has to find the right crowd for it to be competitive.
It
Because
seems
this
to be
game
pretty
feels
popular.
more.
I mean, it's the most popular. You were talking about Patreon, but it's the most popular Patreon game that people are
Yeah.
donating, and I think that's really important to say too.
And they're
Um,
making like a huge amount of money, and unlike
Yeah,
with
'cause
other,
fighting games are big.
unlike with Kickstarter games,
Yeah.
their budget is continually increasing. They don't just get like a single budget and that's it.
Yeah.
So like other games where it's like you're playing this game and you're being reminded that thousands of people backed this with like $1 million or whatever.
Well,
You play it and you see that the
Definitely a big
explosions are like
exaggeration.
pizza slices, you know, and it's like.
watermelon.
Or like even watermelon slices, you're like, people paid for this game, whereas with fantasy,
That's just
where-
the character is.
whereas
he's
with-
just a fun
where-
character. He's a gimmick character.
whereas with Fantasy Strike, it's getting a constant flow of money per
Yeah.
month, and so their budget isn't going to be going into the red anytime soon. It's going to still keep going up and up and up,
Oh, yeah.
so that they can at least use that money to.
I don't know. I
to
don't
put
know
into-
if I necessarily agree with that. I mean, there's no guarantee that the money, their income is going up and up. I was reading that they have a Fig account, which I had no idea what was, but it's kind of like Patreon. I don't know what the difference is. People can look it up, but I mean, they still need the donors. That's what I was reading
Yeah, well,
every month, because there's a lot of work to be done. I mean,
well,
it's easy to underestimate how much work needs to be done on
Well,
a fighting
there-
game and balancing stuff and sounds and stuff. So.